I came across this really cool project on GitHub. It is a PC hardware monitor, but when the computer is off, it switches to this amazing animated standby clock featuring retro game inspired animations. The animations looked so good that I immediately wanted one for my own desk, but I also wanted to make it bigger, so I decided to fork the project. My goal was simple: bring it to a full color TFT display while retaining as much of the original project as possible. Come build this with me. I am using an ESP32 S30 TFT display, a touch sensor module. I also designed a custom enclosure and 3D printed it. The connection diagram is linked in the description. And if you need custom PCBs for projects like these, A1 provides a structured solution for prototyping and production. For new users, the platform includes up to $60 in welcome credits along with a free engineering review. This includes $30 in manufacturing credit, $30 for shipping, and the free engineering review itself. With this, you can do a lot of things like PCB prototyping, making PCBA orders, or even engineering driven jobs. You simply have to sign up and verify your account, and you can start uploading your design and start placing orders. Next, let's look at the code. It uses Platform IO, and thankfully, it is well documented and organized. So the first step was to port this to display on my TFT screen. So I've ported the display driver. Let's flash it and check if it works. It works. But as you can see, everything is monochrome because it was made for an OLED display, and the graphics is also much smaller. But the animations are surprisingly smooth, especially considering they run on a tiny ESP32. Kudos to the original developer. Now, the next step is scaling the graphics and adding colors. So I redesigned each clock theme one by one to display perfectly on the TFT screen and also added plenty of colors. Let's go ahead and flash this. Once the clock boots, we can connect to its Wi-Fi hotspot and configure the Wi-Fi network to use. The clock updates time from the internet, so it needs a Wi-Fi connection. Once connected to a network, it should reboot. It will briefly show an IP address for the configuration page. Simply open the IP address in a web browser. The original project includes this really nice built-in web interface. It lets you configure almost every aspect of the clock. It's so well made, I decided to leave it exactly as it is. Just don't touch anything labeled PC because we have not implemented those features in our firmware. Everything else works perfectly for the clock. Apart from that, with just a single tap on the top of the clock, you can instantly switch between all the different clock themes too. If you want to flash this firmware without building it, you can go to the Tech Talkies Flasher page and flash it directly from the browser. Or if you need to make some changes, the code is open source and link is in the description. Let me show you all the clock themes one by one. If you liked this project, we make open source projects every week. Subscribe to support us and keep all the projects open source. And until the next one, keep making.